meron na pong finding ng sufficiency in substance doon po sa dalawang impeachment complaints, hindi po ba? We're referring to the third and the fourth impeachment complaints. So what happens next?
That is correct. So kagaya ng before we adjourned, no? We issued the notice already to the Vice President for her to file her answer within the non-extendable period of 10 calendar days, no? So this answer of the Vice President needs to be furnished as well to the complainant, no? And from date of receipt by the complainant of the copy of the answer, they are given a period of 3 calendar days to file a reply. And then that reply needs to be furnished also to the Vice President, in which case the Vice President is given as well an additional period of 3 days. That is to file her rejoinder. Ang tawag natin doon, Christian, responsive pleadings. No? This morning I was asked, sabi, kung paano po kung hindi sumagot, kung
Yun
walang
po.
i-file na
Paano kung
answer?
deadmahin? Kung
Well,
deadmahin ng Vice President?
yeah, the consequence of that is all the allegations contained in the 2 impeachment complaints are considered denied by the president, in which case we will simply proceed to the deliberation before the Justice Committee. The same is true with respect to the rejoinder. Actually, the answer and the rejoinder, whether they will file the same, it will be the option. The option belongs to the Vice President. If she doesn't want to file an answer, all allegations are considered denied. If she doesn't want to file a rejoinder, then all the new allegations in the reply are considered denied as well. In which case, we will simply proceed to continuing the deliberation before the Justice Committee.
Okay. So parang in effect po niyan, winave niya yung kanyang karapatan para sagutin yung mga paratang. Tapos you would consider
That
that
is
as
correct.
denied. Pero syempre, you would have to make a decision based on the allegations na hindi naman kinontrovert nung kabilang panig, hindi po ba?
That is correct, Christian.
Okay. Pag ganun kasi iniisip ko, napaka-imaginative na ibang mga tao, baka isipin, teka, hindi nabigyan ng due process yung Vice President dahil nag-decide kayo, base lang doon sa mga sinabi ng mga nag-a-accuse. Alam ko yung sagot sa tanong ko po, no? Pero I just want you,
Yeah.
alam ko po yung sagot sa tanong ko, pero I just want you to articulate that. The importance of due
So
process that
para
you're
po
following.
sa mga nanonood ng Facts First, no? Kung magkakaroon po ng issue about violation of due process, mali po 'yon because what is important, we provided the Vice President the opportunity to file her answer, no? As a matter of fact, ginawa natin 'yon kanina on record, the motion for the issuance of notice, which was approved by the unanimously by the Justice Committee. Right then and there, the notice was issued by the Justice Committee. So ito po yung due process na binibigay natin kay Vice President. Now, if she doesn't file, that means that she waived kanya pong tinalikuran ang karapatan na makasagot sa mga paratang sa kanya na nilalaman doon sa dalawang impeachment complaint. And in that case, since ample opportunity was given to her, there should be no issue about violation of due process.
Speaking of due
Christian.
process, no, I'd like to ask about your personal sentiment on this. Kasi nakatutok po yung maraming tao dyan po sa kung paano yung magiging kondukta ng proceedings sa inyong komite, especially in the context of what happened last year and in the context of the Supreme Court decision in favor of the Vice President. Ano yung tumatakbo sa isip ninyo? Are you being very, very careful in handling these
Yes,
proceedings because of those contexts that I just mentioned?
definitely, Christian. And tingin ko hindi lang akong careful. I think all the justice members are very cautious in as we go along this impeachment proceeding. This is the same reason, I believe, behind the motion of the justice members for the setting aside of the first impeachment complaint on the ground of violation of 1 year prohibition period.
Mm.
Admittedly, Christian, the decision of the Supreme Court back in July 25, 2025, and the resolution back in January 28 of 2026 made a lot of changes in the rules.
Yeah.
And in which case, we have became so become so cautious about following strictly the rules on impeachment of the House of Representatives, the decisions of the Supreme Court, as well as the Constitution, the 1987 Constitution. Yes, we are very
Opo.
much cautious. We do not want we do not want this proceeding to be interrupted or to be brought to the Supreme Court by way of petition. I mean, any stage of the same. And that explains why we are very, very cautious about this.
Mm. Speaking of being cautious, meron din po bang concern on your part na dahil kayo yung tagapamuno ng House Committee on Justice na nag-handle itong proceedings, kayo yung magiging main target ng galit ng Vice President eventually?
I hope it I hope it doesn't happen, no? Kasi we are just doing our constitutional duty, no? Sabi ko nga, Christian, in my opening statement, wala naman kaming choice eh. Because this is a constitutional duty. This is obligatory on our part. The only option is to proceed. Now,
Mm.
she being a public servant as well, I hope she understands where this position of the Justice Committee is coming from. And siyempre, representative kami ng aming respective legislative districts. We are concerned also about the impression which our constituents will be getting from our position with respect to this impeachment process. Justice Committee Chair ako, and I am the one mandated by the law to preside. So, do I have an option not to proceed? I don't think so. The only
Mm.
option is to proceed. And the people of Batangas Second District are all literate. They are intelligent and they understand na I need to do my duty. And I hope
Mm.
that the Vice President understands in the same way that my constituents in Batangas Second District understand this duty of mine, Christian.
Okay. Okay, after po nitong ano no, itong mga hearings, gaano katagal po ito no? And then most likely kailan po madidesisyonan kung mako-constitute ang articles of impeachment at aakyat yan sa Senado?
Well, Christian, the period that was provided to us is 60 session days, no? Matagal yun, 60 session days. But indeed, kung madi-declare ng Justice Committee na may sufficient ground ang impeachment complaint upon receipt of all evidence and responsive pleadings, it is really my intention. But of course, I need to consult the justice members as well to conduct a hearing even during recess. Reason is this impeachment process is sensitive that it affects even the function of the government, you know. And as much as possible, I wanted to act with haste without compromising the due process standard and the constitutional procedure which is mandated to us, no? This is so sensitive that there's always a discussion among the constituents, the Filipino people. Yes, it is also causing perhaps some faction in the House of Representatives and even in the other government instrumentalities, and to address those irregularities which are consequences of this impeachment proceedings. I think the best course of action is to do this without delay. And that is
Mm.
the reason why, from my perspective as the justice chairperson, if it will be declared that there is sufficient ground that supports impeachment, it is really my intention to proceed with the hearing proper, even during the recess of the House of Representatives or of the
Opo.
Congress.
Yun po palang session days na binabanggit ninyo, ang susundin na po ba yung definition ng Korte Suprema?
Yes, Christian, we are following in fact, not only the definition as to session day, to the best way that we can, all the perceived new proceedings coming from the decisions of the Supreme Court are already being observed by the Justice Committee.
Okay. So dapat sorry, I just have to say this. Pero dito po, yan naging issue yan last year eh. Kung binasa ba
Yeah.
isa-isa ng mga congressman yung impeachment complaint. So, nagkaroon ba ng conscious effort na magtanungan, oy, binasa mo ba? Oy, binasa mo ba? Baka naman sumasali kayo sa debate, hindi niyo pa pala binasa. Mayari na naman tayo. Mm.
Well, I remember during the last time that I was here, we were articulating that ba't ka peperma kung hindi mo binasa. 'Di ba? So,
Mahirap na eh.
well,
Dapat yata magkaroon revalida eh to check kung talagang binasa. Dapat yata may pagsusulit.
yeah. That is the reason also, Christian, while every step of the way of our proceeding, I make it sure that I always put that in record. I make it part of the transcript of records, including the handing of the copy of the impeachment complaints. We always
Mm.
place that on record so that they will form part of the transcript of the proceeding of the Justice Committee.